Hi, my name is Dan Contreras. I'm an owner at Right at Home, right here in Las Cruces, New Mexico. My background, I've worked 25 years in the corporate world in software and business strategy. Through that time, it's been a wonderful and challenging experience, but I've always wanted to do something a little bit more profound. My fiance is a nurse, and I wake up every day and see that she's making a difference in people's lives, and I wanted to do that as well. Every one of us here right at Home Las Cruces has a personal story that has led us to this point in our journey. My specific point is been both with my grandmother and my father, and I've never been a health professional, but I have had to take care of loved ones in my family. And in particular, during the pandemic, my father was terminally ill, and in some ways I was actually very lucky that during the pandemic that I was able to spend as much time with him as I did. And through that experience and going through that personal care, it was a journey that was both difficult and rewarding at the same time. So when my father was sick with Alzheimer's, it was a very challenging experience. It also coincided with the pandemic. And in my job, normally at that time I was traveling a lot. And during the pandemic, we were all forced to stay at home. So the reason I say that I was lucky during the pandemic is it allowed me to spend a lot of time with my father and help out with my mom and the family. And between my mother and myself and my brother, we were able to spend a lot of time taking care of my father around the clock. It also made me realize that under normal circumstances, many families aren't as lucky. The other experience I had was with my grandmother, who was a bad diabetic. She had to have her legs amputated. With her, we were able to, many members of the family, pitch in and help and spend a lot of time with my grandmother. But even with my father and the three of us providing round-the-clock care for my father, there was still a need for in-home care to allow us to do simple tasks, such as go to the grocery store. For us, being a resource and being that option for seniors or disabled veterans or whatever the case may be, we want to be able to be that option to make them as independent as possible and to keep them in their home as long as possible. Maybe not everyone was as lucky as we were and had family members that were able to contribute as much as we did. And so we want to be able to provide that service within our community. Given everyone's personal journey here right at Home Las Cruces, it also gives us that perspective, and having gone through that, to be able to look at our clients as if they were one of our loved ones that we were taking care of, because we understand that journey. Our mission here at Right at Home Las Cruces is to be able to provide those families with the option to make their loved ones as independent as possible and to provide that care. We want families to feel confident that their loved ones are not just cared for, but also cared about. To learn more about working with us, go to www.homecarelc.com.